Question 1. Have you ever asked your friend out for dinner? Of course you have. What you will do is to send him or her an WhatsApp and ask if he or she is free on the night, and then you go on to book a table. What about asking your friends out for dinner? Say 2 of them. Well, you spend a lot more time to find a slot that all 3 of you are free. What about if there are 10 of you? Well, you will still WhatsApp and then make some phone calls, going back and forth, ending up with a mess like this on your WhatsApp chain, and finally giving up 2 or 3 of your friends. More unfortunately, your favorite restaurant is already full on the day. Question 2. Talking about booking. There are now apps trying to help you book a restaurant, but you still have to make calls to make other reservations, like seeing a doctor, dentist, hairstylist, massage. It is not easy because, first, the reservation line usually does not operate 24 hours a day, but you always want to do a booking after work. Second, after you have confirmed all those bookings, sometimes you end up with double, triple book yourself, and you have to do all the calls again. Question 3. Have you ever booked online for a hotel or a flight for your trip? Of course you have. This is much easier because airlines and hotels have booking engines. Also, other platforms like Expedia or Ctrip can help you do many of these. However, once you try to book something else for your trip, say a night out, a concert, a guided tour, a museum pass, things start to complicate. You'll find website not in English. You'll find deposit has to be made by cash. What makes it worse, if you got a delayed flight, everything is just screwed up. People around the world have been looking for solutions for all these, calling them O2O. There have been some successes, but no single platform goes as big as Taobao or eBay. Why? Because all these apps just try to sell you hotel rooms, flights, tables at restaurants, but they have never tackled the most fundamental bottlenecks of all these. So, here we are creating an app called Kill Time. It is a multi-user, mobile-oriented booking engine plus calendar for all kinds of services. Why is it the killer app? First, what is the fundamental difference between a good and a service? It is time. A haircut at 2 p.m. is different from a haircut at 2 a.m. at midnight. A concert on New Year's Eve is simply not the same as a concert on any other day. We need a booking engine for everything, because all these services will interact and interfere each other. Goods are different. You can buy a shirt and a pair of shoes at the same time, but you can never go to a concert and fly on a flight at the same time. So, it is extremely important to have an engine storing the information of all kinds of services. And more important, we have to have a booking engine for the user, which people call it a calendar. So you know that you can only book the service from a service provider if and only if you, your friends, and the shop are all available at that particular time. And then we can also have waitlist, rebooking, cancellations in the booking engine. That's why we need a booking engine plus calendar for all kinds of services. Second, we have to enable the multi-user element. When you buy a shirt, you don't really need to consider anybody else. Even when you buy a car, you don't have to interact with other users until you really get the car. Service is completely different. Most of the time, it is a one-to-many operation. You go on holiday, you go with your husband or wife. You book a table for a celebration. You need to check if every of the guests can come. Only by including the calendar of every user, you can then really have a real-time booking engine for services for your friends and family. Third, we have to be mobile-oriented. Service providers are very mobile. They are providing massage, haircut, consultancy service, private tuition, for example. Many of them are always on the road.